then we're certainly not going to win the team fight. So,
Boom.
Okay,
the spear
so
goes
pause. The spear goes in. He only catches Afterlife. Now he has to hope that this is gonna get swapped. Yes, this is the only way that this is gonna work out.
well, yeah, if they defensively swap, it would be a misplay unless Afterlife was getting really tunnel vision with damage. That's the only thing. And the other part too is you can just banish him as well. You can just Astral. So it's actually better to Astral here, which he does. Yeah. So he Astrals.
Not needed then.
And that means that the swap is still there for the black hole, just in case. But as Seb mentioned, a little bit later in this replay, like he tried to click Yapsor, obviously.
Yeah.
And just missed. So we can play it on.
Yep.
Like he realizes his mistake. Yapsor popped his BKB. And then we see a swap. And then as soon as that swap comes, it's like boom, black hole straight away.
And Fiend's Grip on Scandal in the meantime.
It was actually so fast that I almost wonder if he did it on purpose. Like I watched that and I was like, okay, that was insanely fast. If he's actually got reactions like that, I would be very surprised. Because like it's literally, yeah, he's casting it before the swap even goes off. So he just thought, okay, I need to use my ulti now.
Yeah.
It is almost, I mean, beautiful stuff though. At this point in the team fight, it looks like things could definitely turn around.
If only they had more damage, they could have held.
The heroes are just too farmed.
You wanna know why that one didn't work out? This guy dead right here.
Yeah, the Zeus ends up dying, but in all honesty, it's a perfect storm has to occur for No Diggity to defend this push, even with superior high ground. Like, they're too far behind. Empire played the methodical game. They didn't try to push in too early. You could very easily see that fight going the wrong way if you jump in and you're not like 20k ahead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you could lose that quite easily.
Let's see what's going to happen in the next game, as we're already in the draft of game number 2 here between No Diggity and Team Empire. And Team Empire this time on the Radiant side with first pick, with No Diggity on the Dire side. The bans: Earth Spirit, Nature's Prophet, Lone Druid, and Invoker.
Looks like Diggity's going for the same strategy again.
Yeah, but they didn't actually pick.
Invoker.
They didn't pick the Enigma, so it's a little bit more ambiguous. And I also feel, Empire had first pick, right? Yeah, they had to have had first pick. Yeah, okay. So they had first pick, and they probably take away the Void just because of the synergy with the OD. And then Bane's just a really strong overall laning hero, which I think is good, but it does let through the Ench, which... Oh, that means Chen's in the pool as well. Okay.
Yep.
He is.
Mirana Bandel. I guess they don't want that combo.
Do No Diggity run Chen?
Yapsor, I would believe plays it, yeah.
I mean, I think that he plays it, but I don't know if I've seen them play Chen.
I have not seen him play personally, that
Okay.
no. Oh, well, they respect Van the Puck again. I mean, that's no surprise. We've seen Scandal. Even in games that he loses, he's not dead ever. So
yeah,
I don't
know. It's amazing at Puck. All right.
Yeah, respect Ben is definitely worth.
And
in my
respect
opinion.
Ben Mirana for Yapsor as well.
Yep.
There's a Bane on the team, so.
But Bane is Syndra's hero, is he not?
Yeah. But that's what I mean. It's like if there's a Bane on the team already, then banning the Mirana makes more sense, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's a very easy setup. Dual roam is very dangerous. Plus the arrow insta-kills Enchantress creeps, which is another thing to keep in mind. I wouldn't be shocked to see them go back for a Doom. It's a Yapsor hero. It's really good against Ench. It's a very common counter that we see against this hero. And plus, it doesn't really, again, it doesn't give away a lot of your lineup.
Look at that.
There it is.
Beautiful.
Easy peasy.
I mean,
it works out against the Navi.
Oh, yeah, as we said before, I mean, it's pretty good against the OD as well, so...
It's just one of those heroes that feels like... It's a hard counter to Ench in the sense that if you're where you need to be and you eat the creep, it stops the gank, and it's a greedy pick. So it's like a double counter. You want Ench to be able to pressure the lanes, but if the Doom being played by Yapsor is positioned well, which he normally is, it just means that you stop all the aggression that Enchantress has, and you're farming at the same time. It's like obnoxiously good, and it's good against Outworld Devour, so it's a mega good pick.
Yeah, you can also pick up a Midas, and then that's 2 creeps, right?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll get Midas.
Of course not.
Yeah,
but...
I think he'll probably do what he did in the previous game, and maybe just go for like Vlad's or Mech, because that seems to be the way that No Diggity like to play it.
Or the casual buckler.
The casual buckler.
On the Doom.
Is this
puppy
a thing?
style.
I think it's not going to be so good against this lineup, though.
But they have a gyrocopter.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like mostly magic and pure damage.
Okay.
Armor is not so good against their heroes. Like, OD Orb is pure. He actually does very little physical damage. Ench is pretty much the same. And Gyro doesn't really start dealing a ton of physical damage until much later. So, yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You don't have to apologize.
Whoa,
I wasn't reprimanding you. I was just explaining.
You were saying the wrong item.
I feel like we just assault you with stupid ideas, and then you explain why they're so bad.
No, I mean, I'm not... it's It's not like
casual-
He's trying to find
Like,
a
he
polite way
buys-
to say yes. That's exactly what we're doing.
He buys Casual Buckler because it's efficient.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very efficient item. And in that sense, it's still always good, but just against these heroes in particular. All right, here we go. The Wind Ranger, a hero that we have not seen all day, but I do love it. It's good against OD for obvious reasons. Hero doesn't want to buy MKB. Ench, same thing.
Yep.
Doesn't want to buy MKB. Shackles are great. There's no save. Up until this point, they do not have a save on Empire.
I think we just let Kazu in a trap. You
Did we?
asked him, which hero do you hate
They
to
were
go up against
listening.
first?
Oh no!
And they picked Disruptor.
Well, Disruptor is just a good pick in this game all around. I mean, especially I love picking Disruptor against Bane because
It's really strong against Void as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you mentioned, the Bane, you can use Glimpse to stop grip and whatnot. It's very long range.
We ruined Kazu's game.
No, they would have picked Disruptor no matter what.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
Kazu.
for Empire, normally when you have Disruptor, you have like another hero that grants vision of some kind. So like normally you would actually see Bounty Hunter with Disruptor because Track Glimpse combo is really strong, stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
stuff that we used to see with heroes like Tinker as well. But Beastmaster's taken out. There's no Furion, there's no Bounty. Are they just picking this because they want to have a really good safe lane? Because I feel like Gyro, I guess it is Gyro safe lane because they have an OD and a Gyro together. It kind of feels like you would want one hero on the team that actually helps out with Glimpse, but they might not end up getting one.
No Tidehunter.
Yeah, I mean, it's an off lane, obviously.
Yeah.
Glimpse
but-
into Kinetic Field into Rocket Barrage.
No, I mean, it's a good combo, but what I mean is, a lot of the time, you're either relying on good warding to give you the glimpse, or
Yeah.
you're
Oh,
having
like
another
that.
hero actually grant you the vision to give the glimpse in the first place, which can be really nice for picking mid-game. Because if you look at No Diggity, their 5-man's okay, but it's not like crazy. It's not like it was last game with double bubble. So you can take skirmish fights very, very reliably with the kind of team that Empire has. When you have like Ench, Gyro, Disruptor, they're really good, like small-scale fighter.
What
heroes.
if they put Enchantress on the offlane and still pick up Beastmaster? Or just still pick up Beastmaster
they
in
need
general?
Enchantress to help control the lane, I think, still.
Then Beastmaster offlane. You get a Hawk.
No, Beastmaster's banned.
Is he?
Yeah.
See ya.
He
He's
is.
fourth ban, yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah. So
Normally,
he will
normally
not be
I'm the
showing
one
up.
actually noticing when people can ban.
Well, it's because I'm actually looking at it. Like, normally I can't see it because the glare is, like, so insane that I
Yeah.
can't see this side of
It's
the screen.
because there's a camera in front of that screen.
Yeah.
Hi.
It's all working out.
And otherwise I have to look like behind
Woo!
me, so I can't.
Ah.
really see.
Ember Spirit.
This is a very different approach
Yes.
than what I was expecting, actually. But I think it's still very good. Like, Ember Spirit is one of those heroes that can fight very aggressively early, but it's dangerous to get lured into fights where you're, like, just don't ever try to auto-attack against OD or Ench if you're Ember. You need to stay on the outside of the fight, like, go and initiate for your team with, like, Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, and then don't stick around. Because you can fall into a trap very quickly in that sense. So, okay, it looks like it's going to be Bat. Last pick here for Empire, so going to be running the Bat 2 games in a row. And I guess this one, yeah, it has to be off lane because they have Gyro and OD. So I still think that Empire, I like their draft a little bit more. I think No Diggity are greedy in the right way this time, though.
Okay,
I think
so
last game-
you're saying no 1-1. You're saying Empire again.
I'm saying Empire again, actually.
I like
Okay.
Empire too, if anyone cares.
We care because we have to put
Yeah,
your name below
They're
the
picking.
thing. Look at that.
They're picking Ember into a Disruptor,
Yeah.
and there's a Bat as well. Like,
That's what I was thinking.
it can work, but you have to play super well.
Okay, I've been the devil's advocate 3 times today because this is going to be the 3rd. I will go for No Diggity.
Wow.
So far, the first 2 times, one time they proved me right. One time they made it happen. One time they made me be right. Thank you. And I'm hoping that they're going to do the same thing this time.
And that's Dota, man. You just flip a coin. 50% win rate, right? Nothing matters.
Force 50%.
That's it.
Forced
Gabe.
50% win rate. Let's see if Gabe or Ice Frog agrees and also has that happen this game. And it's time for Game 2, Empire versus No Diggity with Mad and OD Pixel.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the casting desk. I'm OD Pixel, I'm here with Mad. We're getting ourselves ready to get into the second game of the second series of the day. Of course, it is once more Empire up against the side of No Diggity. And we've seen the drafts, we've seen the lineups, and Some things stay the same, some things are a little bit different. We're seeing the OD again for Empire and the Bat Rider, but bit of a switch around and roll. Scannel on the OD in the mid lane this time, Afterlife on the Bat. And the lineup of Diggity, they've got that Bane, they've got that Void, but this time with the core era and the core Wind Ranger, they've got some damage that they can throw into that Chrono.
Yeah, that looks way better, I think. And I also have different damage dealers, like damage sources. So you can go for the Windrunner, you still have the Ember that's going to deal a lot of damage. You go for the Ember, you have the Windrunner, etc, etc. But what's very different, like I mentioned it earlier on the panel, like you run Doom Jungle Radiant, it's fine because you can help your solo mid, but on Dire it's way more difficult. The camps are way more, there's way more distance between the camps. So I think this is a more greedy lineup actually from Diggity. The good part is that the Void is not going to get shut down as much as he was last game, although he is against a very tough lane, which is Disruptor Gyro, probably one of the best lane that I can think of against Void. But at least it's not the OD. OD is definitely worse for him. We'll see. The laning phase is extremely important for Diggity. It's not an easy Ember game by any means. Like he's facing Disruptor is great versus Ember. Gyro destroys Ember in early game. Like he can't even get close to the hero. Enchantress is quite good as well against Ember. I mean, it goes both ways, but anyway, yeah, the laning phase is going to be crucial for Diggity.
Yeah, I mean, you feel that this is, you know, we saw in the first game how even though they got behind in the laning stage, there was still a potential to come back into it. But
yeah,
I mean, what's kind of made the big difference here? Is it the fact that YapzOr's not on kind of a game-changing hero like the Enigma, or where's the flaw for Diggity if they do fall behind early?
It's like the Windrunner could be under a lot of pressure because I mean, Enchantress might play top, but also might play somewhere else. Like Enchantress could easily gank mid. Like this OD Enchantress combo is actually so scary. Like you have 4 seconds to set up for the Ench creeps and everything. Like if Enchantress and OD go on the Windrunner, he is dead. There is no way they can actually save him. So the Doom has to be there, but yet again, he's very far. So he has to always be ready for it, sort of. And Enchantress can smoke himself, so either he decides to be very underfarmed and protect Kultra, or he greeds or try to have decent farm, and then the Windrunner might die once or twice. I like what Kezu's doing in this lane, because level 1 they actually can't kill him. They can just harass him out of the lane because they don't have enough damage. Rocket Barrage level 1 is a bit, like, it's not so much damage, it's been nerfed many times. And Disruptor either goes for damage or the Glimpse, but yet again with the Glimpse they can't kill him, so... as they get levels on this bottom lane, it's going to get tougher and tougher for the Void, even though he gets a bit right now.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, the Void going to struggle on the off lane for no Diggity. Looking over the side of Empire, Afterlife on the Bat, of course, this time on the off lane, he's going to get a lot, you reckon?
He will get a lot on this Bat Rider, that's for sure. They need levels as well to kill him, and it's not even reliable. Like, he has boots, he's going to get tankier and tankier. He can even get a level of Flame Break to just push back the Ember Spirit. Yeah, I think he can actually get a lot, especially because there's the Ench threat, and now that they deward, now the Bane can't even zone the battle anymore, because whenever Bane is out of position, he's gonna die. 100%. The pressure is on YapzOr. He has to be at the right place at the right moment, and this game is not easy. Like, the game where he was Doom earlier, it wasn't easy, but it was more natural for him to be at the right place at the right moment. In this case, I think it's gonna be very tough.
I mean, looking at the mid lane matchup at the moment as well, 7 for 6 against the 5 for 0. The denies are certainly there for Scannel. And Wind Ranger is certainly one of those heroes as well that some teams we are seeing still favour, but a lot of people talk about the weaknesses. And I mean, in your eyes, are you liking Wind Ranger at the moment in this current meta, or do you feel it is a very niche hero?
I think it's sort of a niche hero, yeah. I still like it. It's a hero that's always going to have an impact. You're never going to be like, well, that wasn't the Wind Ranger game. Like, he's useless. He's always going to be useful, especially... So usually you pick Wind Ranger and Klinks versus those heroes that needs to be there in the middle of the fight and don't want to... They don't juke, they don't, like, they just stay there. You know, Gyro, OD, they need to be in front and hit people. So they're just going to get hit back by the Wind Ranger or the Klinks or those heroes. They're going on him. YapzOr with a good rotation. This could actually work. We'll see. It's a lot of damage. No, not enough. Yeah, this takes charges and this.
And Eris now in trouble. Look at this, 4 stacks of napalm. He is gone.
They might get 2 actually.
And Miposhka just able to walk this one off. You saw YapzOr and Synderen desperately trying to find some in return. It looks like
they're not in the firefall.
Yeah, he's going to back off.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's, yeah, as you said, YapzOr tries to turn it, make something happen. It ends up And in a kill resulting for the side of Empire and onto Era as well. I mean, Era's really getting punished in the safe lane.
And
as an Ember, how'd you come back into it?
You don't. I mean, it's gonna take him a lot of time to come back because the lane is only gonna get tougher and tougher. Like Batrider with level, it scales really well. Like the Firefly it just becomes impossible for the Ember to just stand in it. So this lane is gonna be very difficult. The Enchantress is also gonna get tankier and tankier. And the problem is that the mid lane. Like, the mid lane is a big issue for No Diggity right now. Like, he's getting destroyed mid. There's no other word. Like, 16 to 13, 8-0.
Denying
like,
everything.
Yeah, he's destroying him mid. Honestly, I'm not super familiar with the matchup. I think it favors OD, and OD's Radiant. He's probably a bit afraid of the Enchantress, so he can't really play on OD's high ground when he probably wants to. So definitely favored for Scandal, but I think it's a problem they're gonna have to address, and I don't even think they can. So this OD is gonna have a really good game. And on the other side of the map, you can see the Battery has 14 CS, whereas the Void has 3 CS.
I mean, this is the thing. I mean, just looking at this game so far, 4 minutes in, the lanes, every lane is being won by Empire. I mean,
but they're drafting so greedy.
Yeah,
like,
that's the thing. What's the idea behind the draft for No Diggity? I mean, were they expecting to lose the early game this bad, or do you feel this is maybe a draft gone wrong?
Honestly, I'm not sure. To me, it is the draft lacks a bit of balance. Maybe they didn't expect that the mid matchup would be that tough. Synderen might be in trouble. The Enchantress is not there. Nah, he's fine. It's fine. There's no Enchantress. He's safe. I don't know. I don't think they expected the mid matchup to be that hard. Oh, the Firefly is over. This guy's dead. That's such a big kill, actually. Oh, is he fast enough?
No,
yeah, he is.
Close.
Right, that was very close. But that's a very good kill. Again, good rotation from Yabzor. He's making it happen, and he really has to in this game. They still don't have an answer for the mid. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a Windrunner. So it's like he's gonna get his farm, some sort of farm. So it's not the biggest deal, I'd say. The deal is more the OD being big in the game than the Windrunner not having optimal farm.
Absolutely. And I think talking about optimal farm as well, you're looking at Ramses. He's had total free farm on this bottom lane, and Gyrocopter, that's got to be one of his signature heroes. Ramses, he's so good on this hero.
And I don't think he missed many CS, because having 40 CS at 5.25, like that's very, very good.
Pretty good.
He probably missed 1 or 2, but that's pretty much it. So he has actually a perfect farm so far. And he can actually be very active, because there's no hero that he's afraid of. Like, none of those heroes cares Gyrocopter in the early game. He doesn't care. He can just run at them. So this is a very good Gyro game. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, how do you come back from this early game on the side of No Diggity? They need big chronos, but their lineup, they don't really have that's such a big kill to get. He's dead. He's super dead.
It's a nice shackle on Scandal, stopping some of the damage, but with 4 heroes there, no like, chance for the man.
Super dead. There's no escape from that. He could have played it anyway, even if he gets double shackle on heroes, like that kill. Such a great combo. That's why he can't really play on their hill in this game. Such a nice disruptor usage as well. When you play versus disruptor, you know, whenever you take the high ground mid, if disruptor happens to be there, he can even TP in if he has enough levels in the glimpse, and then he's just gonna glimpse you back and you're pretty much dead.
Yeah, it really is that combination. And also just, I mean, when you come to kind of these mid-game fights, the strength for the OD, you just save the Astra until he win runs, and then, well, goodbye that. And talking about goodbye top lane, the lasso straight away used onto Era. He's got the charges, but his intel's low, so he's not got anything to run away with. They'll pop the sanities. They do want this kill, and they're gonna get it.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I was very close.
But still, I mean, this is hitting Era when he's down as well.
And that's what I wanted to mention with the mid matchup. Yeah. It's like, it's those little things where sometimes you could wonder, well, it's awkward because I'm pretty sure that Windrunner should do better, but there are things that you probably don't take into account when you're just watching a game. And I mean, I would know, because sometimes I'm playing those games and it's very, like, Coachfat can't take the high ground by any means, because if he gets astraled and there's one end creep, he's dead. So he has to play the matchup differently. And it surely doesn't favor him at all. He needs to let OD bully him, pretty much. And that's probably why he lost that lane so hard. It's just how it is. It's just picking some heroes, the right heroes at the right moment, helps you win other lanes passively. Good D ward. That's the second ward that the Yabzor gets. They're trying to get him.
Glimpse back and into a full-on rocket barrage from Rams. This is a quick kill.
And this is why this is the classic disruptor Gyrocopter combo.
Yeah.
Like, you want to run away from it, and then you just get glimpsed back into the heavy damage burst of Gyro.
I mean, yeah, if you're not, how would you deal with this disruptor play? We're seeing it just catch our heroes left, right, center every time in every lane.
You don't, honestly. You die. Like, I don't think there's a way for them to do anything. They're gonna try to get the Batrider. I don't think they have the damage for him though. Oh, with the DD they do. He's gonna die. If he hits the power shot, he got him. Good DD pick. I wasn't sure if he would get him in time, but that was a very good kill for the Windrunner. He really needs kills like this at this stage. The next big objective right now for Empire is to get the Roche and secure the Roshan to OD. They definitely have a way of getting it. Like Enchantress OD, it's not the fastest Roche, but it's not very it's quite safe, exactly. And with the Gyro, they can always fight at the Roche pit. Like there's so much ahead. Like they don't really care. They can force a fight there. They shouldn't be afraid of anything.
Let's see if they find anything here as they smoke up. They are going to walk into King up, but there's no Doom yet available on Tiapso. And Static Storm comes out. The call out from Ramses as well. Kreuzer stuck in the kinetic field on the sidelines, falling low. He pops the Wind Run, but they move forward. He's got a second rocket barrage, and he's not going to live through that. He got a shackle onto Jared to hold him back, but the Thunder Strike damage with Disruptor more than enough.
I think Diggity is a bit desperate right now because you don't want to smoke with a Void that's not level 6. It's a bit awkward. They're just pressured. Like they feel pressured. They feel like they need to make something happen. But it's a bit. I'd say we're not used to that from that team. Usually they're very calm and very collected, and the way they move is very smart. That definitely was not the smoke. Like smoking a Void level 5 doesn't do anything. You should just wait to get levels. And again, I mean, they've been focusing Kesu so much in those games. Like they're drafting lanes that are especially good against him, but that's also the problem. Like you open with Void, and you get punished for it. So it's been the story of those 2 games so far. Honestly, the Void is struggling really hard. Like we're almost hitting the 10 minutes mark, and you still don't have a chrono to play with. So now he just got level 6, but it's a very late timing.
Yeah, and this is comparing him, of course, to the offlaner of Empire, you know, the Bat Rider, level 8, and he's just a few hundred gold away from Blink Dagger, 10 minutes in. It's just a totally different story.
Yeah, it is. Like, they don't have the Beastmaster this time, so they're not going to have the same map control, the same amount of map control, so I don't think they're going to outfarm No Diggity as hard as they did last game, but they're definitely going to apply quite some pressure, and this time they actually have very good heroes to catch Era.
Yeah.
The last game it was tough to catch the Slark. This game they can easily kill the Ember. Easily. The Disruptor is great against Ember. It's a great hero to have. And I don't know if we're gonna see it, but the best way to deal with Ember as Disruptor is actually buy Yules. You buy Yules into Kinetic Field and Static Storm, and there's no escape for Ember. He dies.
As you can see as well, Ember just being pressured into this kind of build. You're not seeing the bots. He has to go for the treads, I guess. Just something that's going to allow him an extra bit of tank ability and allow him to survive.
I think he understands, that he has no choice. He's going to be forced to fight anyway. He definitely doesn't want to go for treads, that's for sure. But I mean, he's kind of forced to do so this game. It's unfortunate for him. So they're waiting for the Bat Terror blink, and I'm pretty sure that their next objective is gonna be either Roche or forcing the tower top, but Roche should definitely be a priority for them. No Diggity, they don't really have the best heroes at fighting around Roshan. Void is decent, Ember is decent, but I don't think they have what it takes to take a straight up 5 versus 5. They don't have any chance of winning that fight.
We'll see at the moment. Scandal trying to get himself in position here with this invis.
Yep.
He's got vision on Era there. They do need to get some kind of lockdown. They've got a Static Storm, and if they can get the setup, which they can here, but at the same time, nice chrono. It's going to stop King R getting the Static Storm down, and that's going to allow Era to get himself out. They'll now drop the Doom onto Scandal, but there's the Static Storm. Yapzor and Kezu stuck in the ring. Scandal's going to be able to walk this one out. Look at the cooldown from Ramses. Isn't going to connect onto anyone, but the Rocket Barrage onto Sin. Forced him back, pots the Verify, now turns around. They get the time dilation slow out. Afterlife, though, he's got the lasso onto Arrow, throws out another Remnant. Will be able to keep himself alive. But no, the damage flying through. It will still take down the Ember. The Fiend's Grip onto Ramses. They're looking for the turnaround, and it's No Diggity coming out top of the time being. Afterlife, Yuri coming in with a Firefly, but it's now run out, and Afterlife needs to be careful. He might be the fourth to go down. That shackle range, Jesus, catching him out. They don't seem to quite be able to get him out now. Kezu jumping forward with the Time Walk, and a huge fight there for No Diggity, even though it looked great for Empire. They had the Static Storm, but they just didn't have enough control to deal with Error. He plays himself around it, and wow, I think the fact that they keep him alive, we saw at the start that Chrono just holding back the Disruptor's play, and Empire were just torn apart there, and suddenly No Diggity back into the game with a 3k gold exchange and a similar amount in terms of XP.
Awesome execution from No Diggity. Like, I really like the decision from Kesu to just chrono the Disruptor right away. It might, you might want to wait for the very, that flashy play, I got 4 people in the chrono, whatever, but sometimes you just need to use the spell at the right moment, and he really did. By doing so, he saved the Ember, he bought a lot of time, and then he kind of forced the Disruptor to use the Static Storm, but the Garou wasn't there to deal damage, so it's the same story. Like, sure, you Static Storm 2 heroes, and you lock them down, but if the Garou's not there, then, and the Ench wasn't there either, you don't have any damage. So great, and obviously Kog'Maw with the plays, that double shackle into the other, like, long range one. Great shackles, great plays. It helps them a lot. It's still not enough, but it's definitely a very good beginning for them to come back into this game. They're still leading by a very significant margin, and that is Empire, but great skirmish for No Diggity.
Yeah, it's the kind of players they need to keep themselves in it, and we see themselves gaining a little bit more confidence as No Diggity start to move on to Empire's side of the map. I mean, they are going to lose a tier 2 by the looks of it to Empire on the top lane, but at the least they're going to try and go for this tier 1 bottom. I mean, I guess the question is this worth it though, losing a tier 2? I mean, do they feel that they just can't defend against it?
I don't think they really have a choice, and yeah, he forces him to use the chrono.
He's got to do that in case he gets glimpsed, yeah.
Sure. I'm not sure if that's worth it. Oh, they're gonna get him regardless actually, but
yeah, Static.
Oh, they don't have
He's got time warp.
Okay, good glimpse.
Yeah, knocks back in.
That was fine. They could try to go for the rush, although they used the last one, the kinetic field. I think they could try to go for it. They don't have chronos, they lack a lot of control. What is the Upsword going for?
Wait, the King R is going to get caught out straight up by Shackles. They don't have Focus Fire, but the Brain Sap and the Power Shot will nuke him down.
Yeah, he was a bit out of position with Disruptor. He wanted to place a ward there, probably in preparation for the Roche, but he got cut off. Kog'Maw was checking the rune at the same time.
And the Absol's now got his mech dome ready for the next fight, so...
That's a very important item. Like, it's gonna help them tank the Garou, Static Storm damage.
Yeah. It's because he just... I mean, if they can get another fight like that, No Diggity, they can certainly start to catch up. I mean, a lot of this is going to be down to Era. We saw, obviously, in the first game, even though they were losing the fights, Era was finding the farm, but he is suffering this game, and still, you know, level with the farm and the Batrider, you know, Afterlife's off lane. It's a bit of a grim story for Era, but I guess as the game goes on, they do have potential to really scale it up in terms of late game potential, but it's all down to this Ember not being caught out.
The good thing for No Diggity is that the Garou went for a very aggressive build, and he's not stacking Ancients whatsoever. Like, he went at Sen'ge and Yasha first in order to be tanky, take fight, do the maximum output of damage. He doesn't have a Hem of Dominator, he didn't stack Ancients at all, so his farm is not gonna scale so well. He needs to, like, take good fights, keep snowballing. So if No Diggity choose really the right moments to fight and try to get whatever they can get, and they're usually very good at doing so, it might be fine. Like the mid to late game stage might look okay for No Diggity so far. I think it's a wise decision to not contest this Roche. They could have slowed it a bit with power shots and whatnot, but it's not even worth it. They didn't have chrono.
No.
Yeah, they don't have it. Like, it's not realistic. They could have won the fight.
Sin caught out by Afterlife there, straight in with the lasso. He's going to try and warp this off here, but the glimpse back will bring him in. Hey, it looks like he's going to survive for a little bit of time. He's making Empire work for it, and he's actually going to live through this one.
Yeah, a bit of like misexecution from Empire, the Flame Break and the Kinetic Field, so they just let him be because they don't really know where the other heroes are, and they don't want to get into a bad fight in a bad spot as well. Kog'Maw is going for Aghanims first. He wants to be tanky, he wants a way to survive the burst damage from Empire, but this is the phase of the game where you don't want to... None of the cores from Diggity want to fight. Like, the Void needs more, the Windrunner needs more, the Ember needs more. Like, they really want to dodge fights somehow. So they're gonna give away those towers, especially against Aegis.
As you see, Kezi now with that blink up on the Void. Again, same build as he went for last game. And we'll see if he does just find some better positions to jump in. As Empire is backing up from the mid lane, and they've got a creep wave coming in on the bottom, so they look to take themselves the final tier 2 away from No Diggity. At the same time, Era using the space up top, starting to work towards that Battle Fury. I think gone enough there for the first sword on top of the Perseverance, but still a bit of time to go before he does reach that, and even at that point it's going to be questionable whether the damage is going to be enough to deal with Empire's lineup when
that's a TP back. He wants to get him. He TP'd on the tier 2. This one is a tough one. I don't think he gets him. If Era's fast enough, like, he's gonna see him in daytime. This is a very tough one. He should see him now. Yeah. No, this is not gonna happen. They need the Disruptor to open, but even that is pretty tough. I'm not sure what the Disruptor is getting. He didn't buy any items. We'll see if he gets something specifically target the Ember. Eul Scepter is a pretty good option.
Yeah.
Glimmer Cape is also quite decent. You glimmer yourself in. and then you just ulti to surprise the Ember, and then he just dies.
Oh yeah, Glimmer, I guess it's nice as well. Glimmer Cape, the Doom target as well.
Yeah, the Glimmer is definitely a good item for the Disruptor. I think like the way Empire should approach the game when they go for objectives, you do not want to show the Disruptor. You want to scare the other heroes, because as soon as the Disruptor and the Batfighter show during the push, first of all, they don't bring anything to the push. Like you don't want them to hit the tower. Like it doesn't do anything. So, and you don't want the Windrunner or whatever hero split pushing the Ember to feel safe. You want them to be afraid. You want to slow their farm somehow by just hiding and letting your Gyro, Enchantress, and the other cores hit down the tower.
One of these classic moments when Invis Rune just dispels a smoke. It's got to be annoying as a team when that happens. You're like, alright, someone's got an Invis Rune.
That's a bit. That's the luck part of Dota, let's say. I mean, it's a bit random, right? It's not really a play, but it's how it is. So you just let it be and keep going for objectives. It looks like, I'm not sure why they're staying here, because there's not any tower to get. They're looking for a pick off, and they want to try to damage high ground, which they really can. In this game, going high ground is way easier because they don't really have the best spam. They only have the power shot from Windrunner. That's pretty much it. Here, a bit of poking. You're looking for me, but I know you're not gonna get me. I'm actually gonna go on you or poke you a bit. Yeah, they're desperately looking for a kill. Empire, but they're wasting a lot of time because Windrunner and Ember.
They're catching up.
Yeah, they keep on farming. Even Doom keeps on farming, and they're not finding anything. They're just running around, and now they're gonna find someone.
Yeah, Scandal's found the Doom it.
He's dead. They're not gonna help him. This is way too risky for them to go there. They're gonna let him be. See you. Yeah, he's gone. And as soon as you see that, you see right away Kojva pushing bottom, Ember pushing top. They know they're safe.
If he gets the lasso off this time, he does.
Are they though?
Yeah, they should be able to find this one Static Storm as well. It's a good clean pick off. This time Arrow's finger's not quite quick enough, and Afterlife just had the perfect angle to jump in, and Arrow was not expecting that.
Yeah, he jumped from the trees, so couldn't see him before. Yer might actually die. No, that's not enough damage yet. Even with the Aghanims, it's not enough. He wants to get another Shackle. He knows that they TP top for the Ember. That's why he's playing so aggressively. He knows that no one can. He knows that at least Battery and Disruptor, the two catch heroes, TP'd.
Sin's gonna get a grip onto Afterlife, but Ramses is coming forward. Whitebait, he's gonna go for the TP out, but the infamous damage.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work.
He used Windrun to chase offensively. So the only hero that did not TP top was the Gyro, and ends up he was there in the jungle. A bit unlucky for Koikra. He's trying to use the space that he gets as well as he can, but that was a bit too offensive, unfortunately for him. And the Windrunner is getting very decent farm. He's up to now 2,500 gold.
He's catching right back up to Scandal.
I meant the Enchantress. Sorry, like the Enchantress is getting very close to the Aghanims. So he's gonna have a pretty high impact at some point, because you don't want to waste the Doom on him. You need to take care of the OD, the Gyrocopter, and then you have that Enchantress that just gonna burst down all of your heroes pretty much.
On top lane. Looking at how long to the Static Storm, 6 seconds.
This is a very tough angle to get that kill.
They've got 4 heroes looking at it again. They get the last, so they're gonna have the Static Storm in a second if they want to drop it, and they will. They don't want to mess around when it comes to killing Era. They know that if they can keep killing this Ember Spirit, it's going to shut down one of the biggest hopes that No Diggity have coming back into this one.
And that's the difference between this game and the other. Yeah. In the other game, he had a Slark and he was very safe. In this game, it's way different. And he's the one that tries to push out lanes desperately. The Void can't do it. The Windrunner can sort of do it, but it has to be the Ember, and they have really good catch against Ember. Oh boy, he's going to go back there to this position. It's how it works. Yeah.
Oh wow, indeed it is. I mean, they will get a Shackle off.
Great Shackle again.
The 2, the Chrono coming out. King Art's gone. Kenta moving forward. Patch onto 2. But Empire, they're moving forward. Sinner getting taken down by the flat cannon shots. There'll be a buyback from the Doom. The Absolute trying to get back in on this one. Still has the ultimate available. But Empire, again, they play it safe. They lose the Disruptor. They're happy with finding 3 kills and forcing out a buyback. It's a great fight for Empire, and they don't want to throw that away.
A very good and patient play by Empire once again. And honestly, Kojva is playing extremely well. Like, he's finding those shackles and those key shackles on key heroes. He's honestly, like, I don't think you can. That's probably one of the, like, he's really maximizing what he can do with this hero, but it's not enough.
I mean, it's what you said. You know, even the Wind Ranger doesn't have the great start. You're still going to see the Wind Ranger have a decent game. There's still going to be these openings.
It's really one of those heroes that you drafted. You never like. Oh, that was not. That was really close one.
Do you have a Doom?
He's dead. Yeah, they're gonna get him, but. Actually, can they TP? The battery is pretty close. He has a 4-staff.
Oh,
never mind, he's fine.
The dream is over.
Yeah, they can't really chase him down, and it seems like the Doom didn't have Scorched Earth. It was cooldown or something.
Coming
Yeah,
up.
he used it very late. He wasn't cooldown.
And Afterlife's going to jump in. He's going to try and punish this one.
Yeah, they have to let him go.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble.
They can actually keep. Yeah, now the winner is dead.
Yeah,
he turned for the
smart
shackle
move,
and
Scandal.
it's gonna cost him his life.
Sin, can
They
he do
can
anything,
glimpse
or is
it
he
back.
throwing his life away as well? I mean, he needs to think twice about hanging around. He's desperately trying to do something, but Koifa now stuck in the kinetic field. He's got a Sin. Yeah, he pays with his own life as well. He's going to be in trouble here. The Flame Break actually saving him, but the Blink Forward, they've got that one as well. And as you said, they're great play from Empire. They see one kill and end up turning it into 3.
That's really the power of the Radiant lineup. Like this Batter Disruptor lineup. Basically, how it works, like you open on one guy with last 2, you kill him, and then they try to run away and you chase them down.
Yeah.
With Glimpse and the Palm, and you get one, get the second. Like it's really important for Nodiggity to manage to assess when the fight is lost. Like if the Doom is gone, it's gone. You let him die, because if you stay for 1 extra second, you're gonna get Glimpse back and you're gonna die as well. And what started by just being a pick-off for the opposing team becomes a team wipe, and then you just lose objectives.
Yeah, and I do like as well. Rams is going for it. It looks like he is just going for the full stats, kind
This
of
is
Skadi on
efficient.
top of S&Y, and it's
Yeah.
you know, you get Chronos, you get you're gonna live through it. There's just not gonna be the damage on Nodiggity's lineup to take you down during that Chrono if you've got this amount of stats and armor.
Exactly, because BKB doesn't do anything in this
Yeah.
game. You're gonna get Chrono, you're gonna get Doomed, you're gonna get right click by the winner anyway. A decent spell, a decent item could have been Butterfly as well, but I think Skadi is actually more effective against those heroes, so great items. Itemization from Ramses.
Oh, what did the Disruptor go for in the end? Did he go for?
He went for Vade.
I
I think
Okay.
he doesn't even need to catch the Ember. Like the Bat Feather is doing the job anyway. Honestly, he's just like maximizing the amount of damage that they can get in the fights.
Oh, we might see.
And we have Axe on the
Yeah,
transfer.
look at King Eye just leads in. Goes for Static Storm onto Koifa. There's going to be a
Yeah,
cooldown as well. That defensive Nightmare buying some time in. Actually get the Chrono on the back lines onto Ramses' hand. Scandal. The question is, can
Shackle.
Nodiggity do enough with it? They get the Shackle shot follow up. Doom onto Scandal. They're moving in. They're bringing Scandal out. Ramses as well. Going to get Beam Script here. They can find themselves 2 big kills. They'll find Ramses. They'll find Scandal as well. No one dying on the side of Nodiggity. They get Koifa out. King Eye looking for the TP, but they get the Nightmare cancel. Sin cancels the TP. At the same time, Eric gets a double kill. They've picked themselves up a 3rd. They're going to fight King Eye as well. Nodiggity. They are doing it here. Huge fight for them there. Perfect Chrono, perfect Shackle, and perfect Doom.
And Rush
Perfect
is up.
everything.
They should go for Rush. They need to go for Rush. That's
Ah.
that's the objective they want to get. They should ignore, and Kocha is already talking about it.
Oh man, that was. I mean,
he's
the
not
fact
getting rushed.
Empire get nothing there. That was.
That was such a huge team
Yeah.
fight from Nodiggity. That,
Look at that. It's a 6k gold swing and over 6.5k XP change.
Like the Chrono was super nice, and that's like courtesy of the Blink on the Void. He couldn't do it without Blink. It was great opening from Kesu into the perfect Shackle shot.
Yeah,
Like the
it's
Shackles,
a
the
great
Gyro, the
setup.
OD. Yeah, the Doom, perfect target as well. Like he shouldn't doom the Gyro, he should doom the OD, so the OD can't astral the Gyro and whatever. Like perfect execution. They actually think they can get both the tower and the Roche. I think that's a bit greedy.
man, that's-
I don't think
yeah.
they're getting this. But they should have went for the Roche right away. This is so scary. They can fight. They have everything.
Is he going to go in? I mean,
This is so
Scandal.
scary.
They need to get there a bit quicker. Looks like they will get the Aegis in time. The question is, do they try and fight off the back of it? They're sending in a Akati to get the scouting out, and now Ramses with the cooldown onto 3. Scandal moving forward as well. They've got to get themselves out. Nodiggity, Koifa, and Era in the trouble. Era will go up high, but he's
That's
now out of
Shackle
mana.
again.
The lasso is there. They're controlling the flame break as well, bringing Koifa back into it. They take down Era. They take down Koifa as well. He has got the Aegis. I don't know if he gets himself out of this one though. With Empire fully surrounding him, no hope for the Wind Ranger by the looks of it. He's going to get Glimpse back as well. The party rings out. He's trapped up. He'll Wind Run for a bit, try and get a bit of damage gone. But as you said, Nodiggity, it was a risky play, it was a greedy play, and Empire punish it.
I wish they went for Roche instead of the tower. Like I think it was a way bigger objective. Like it's not even for them. Like they just can't afford to have the Aegis on the Empire lineup. So at least they have that for them. Like Empire is not gonna get the Aegis on the OD. You're running a, like the way Nodiggity draft. Like they have this one goal. They open the fight with Chrono Doom, and after that, either they win the fight or they're in trouble, because those heroes are useless without their ultimates. So.
I mean, can they hold it without buybacks?
No, I don't think they can. They're gonna lose the tower at least, and they're
Axe
probably gonna lose
Chrono.
more.
They could throw out one of those. Just
They need the Windrunner. Their 2 damage dealers
yeah,
are
they're
dead
not,
now.
yeah, they're not going to kill anyone.
So yeah,
at this point.
they have to wait for them. And even if they need to, like if they don't want to buy back or they don't have buybacks, they need to wait. Either way. give them a set of racks, it's whatever, but they can't open without them being up.
It's a good zoom as well. Straight onto Scout, the bleed forward, they get the Chrono on the back line. In fact, Unlock jumps into that one here, but it's a follow-up there. Fiend's Grip onto Ramses, they're controlling him. He's getting burnt down for the break, but now Ramses gets out the Black Cat. It's not enough. Mechs pop by No Diggity. They've already found the kill onto the Gyrocopter. Now they're going to try and move in for one with Poshko. Look for the TP actually cancelled by the Nightmare here. Eric jumped forward, but he got glimpsed back. Now he goes forward to a Remnant, gets the chains onto King R. They should be able to find themselves a Disruptor. They might even get an Enchantress to boot as well. They've got 5 heroes moving in. They're going to be able to find a third. Great fight once again from No Diggity, and again we're seeing the Rex being kept alive, and it's these huge initiations every time. That Doom, it gets dropped down onto the OD, and you have the Cronus from KheZu always catching out the backliners, even got a Batrider blinking into it as well. It couldn't have gone better for No Diggity that point.
Yeah, the Chronos are insane. Like, KheZu's playing out of his mind right now. Like, and he had a really tough game, as we said. Like, the laning phase were really tough, but he's fighting those great Chronos, and that one was really scary because Kojva was literally TPing in when the Chrono ended. Like, he wasn't even ready. So that was pretty much a 4 versus 5 for the most part. So very nice spell usage from Diggity. Great Doom once again.
And he's looking to fight again. Thanks to this axe, you know, he has got that Chrono ready at every kind of beck and call, and as you said, the fact that he's been hitting the big Chronos every time, he could be in trouble now. The Afterlife moving forward, it's a short blink. He was trying to find the lasso. He's going to continue to chase, but there's your Chrono. KheZu doesn't care. Yeah. He's got Chronos for days. He can throw them out like that and get himself out.
Yeah. No, it's definitely worth it. Definitely a way to go. I mean, I don't like this fail on Disruptor. I mean, it's good, right? But as you said earlier, a Lotus Orb, a Glimmer Cape, you need a way to deal with the Doom and the Chrono, and you need a way to save people. Like, because right now they don't have any save mechanism. Whoever gets Chronoed is pretty much dead if they want to invest enough resources in killing him.
I mean, that's the thing. We're seeing Dooms, Fiend Grips, Chronos. It's always managing to get a good duration out, and it's always onto Ramses and
they need to open the fight. Yeah. Empire needs to open the fight because Batrider is really underwhelming. Like, if you don't open lasso a target and kill him, then the hero is pretty much useless. Like, you don't pick that hero to fight. Sure, you can do a lot of damage with Firefly and whatnot, but they really both, like, squads, they want to open the fights and fight like the perfect initiation. Yeah. So it's gonna be a lot about vision this game. This game is definitely about vision. Whoever can get the best jump is gonna win the fight. And it's easier to execute on No Diggity's side because of how good Void is at opening fights, obviously. And now, like, look at the farm on Era. Like, he has Blink, so they're not gonna catch him.
He's really caught up.
He's gonna make sure, he's gonna make sure he deals a lot of damage in those fights.
I mean, OD, he's got that Scythe done, but as we're seeing every time, they always get the Doom down or the Chrono. He's got to get it out straight away. As you said, it's all about getting that jump in.
It really is. Especially because they have heroes that wants to position themselves on the Radiant side. Like the Enchantress, he doesn't want to react to initiation. He wants the bat to open so he can have that position where he can deal the maximum amount of damage.
The illusion bait. Do Empire fall for it?
No.
No.
Oh, they went for it.
All right.
That was really awkward because actually it wasn't a smoke. It was a Shadow Blade. That's why. I thought he was still smoked, so he didn't get revealed. But now they use Static Storm and Gyrocopter also. The cooldown is not the biggest deal, but the Static Storm is actually pretty.
That's about a minute.
Pretty big cooldown.
And that, No Diggity want to go back in after that. They're like, well, this is the opening. Static Storm gone. You know, it's a huge issue out the way for these kind of mobility heroes like the Void and the Ember Spirit.
We haven't felt really the impact of the Enchantress yet, but he's really farmed, so he can deal a lot of damage. But so far he didn't find the opportunity of doing so, just because of how the fights are developing. Like, he's wasting all his time repositioning himself, and then by the time he's actually in position to hit people, someone is dead and they're just getting chased, so they just run at him. They really need that Batrider to find the good openings. And he has all the tools to do so. He even went Shadowblade for that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the great thing about the Ench as well is it's a hero that can certainly punish a bad Chrono. You Chrono teammate, you don't catch the Ench, she's going to find a position to do a serious amount of damage to the Chrono kind of ally for the Void.
I gotta say that I'm not the biggest fan of the Shadowblade pickup, because either you Firefly to get like the perfect path in order to use your lasso efficiently, and then they kind of see the Firefly, right? Or it doesn't. I mean, either they see the Firefly because you're in vision, or you're not in vision and then you don't really need the Shadowblade. So, or you need to wait with your Firefly and use it after, but then you don't necessarily take the best path. I don't think that item is very good on Batrider in general. It might be good. You get a Shadowblade on Batrider, for example, when you play versus Beastmaster, because the Hawk might be watching you, and then you think they don't see you, and it's a good initiation, but it's actually not because they have vision. But when you don't play versus a vision hero, and they don't have any vision heroes on Diggity, they don't have Zeus, they don't have an Invis hero that scouts you, or the Beastmaster Hawk, or so I don't think Shadowblade makes a lot of sense, or at least to me, I'm probably missing something, but.
Ooh. I mean, you can see he tries to get an onto Absol, but
I would have preferred either Lance or even Shivas or just some teamfight items, because they really lack, like they can't really stand the damage from No Diggity at this stage of the game, and I don't think you want to go late game versus this lineup. Like, Windrunner, Void, Ember Core plus a Doom. This is a scary late game.
And as we can see with the stat there, the fact that obviously ODs, a majority of the time, they do like to pick up the BKB after the Blink Drums before the Hex. I mean, I guess it makes sense this game why the OD would skip the BKB and go straight for the Hex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now the guy who goes back into BKB because he feels like, I mean, I don't think it's the right choice. I think he just feels something is wrong, but he doesn't really know what, because he had the really good items and really good timings. So in theory, he should be winning those fights, but he's losing them. I think it's more about the initiation. It's not really about him. So now he's probably like, maybe I should have gotten a BKB, but it's not going to do much in this game. I don't think it does anything. So he probably should have kept going for his items, going for the butterfly. Satanic is a very good item in this game because they kill him every time, but it's like on the edge. He just dies right after the chrono. So if he can get the Satanic off, he could also turn completely the fight.
It really has been it's an impressive showing from Era as well. We talked about it earlier. He gets punished in the laning stage. We saw him catch up to Scandal's farm, and now he's rivaling that of Ramses. Yeah,
look at the damage
just
from...
He's got the Daedalus done.
Yeah, exactly. Now there's so much damage on their side. Like, this is so much damage from the Wind Ranger.
Double Daedalus, yeah, Wind Ranger and Ember.
Yeah, so much damage. No, like, they can burst any hero now. Like, and they can do it so easily. And they have the aura from the Doom as well. Like, this is very scary for Empire. So how do you play that game? They need to go for smart pickoffs. It's the only way, really. The glimpse back, they see them.
Can Afterlife go back
this
in
is,
there?
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
If he doesn't use the Firefly, then it's a great item. But he can't use it. If he uses it, then they know.
Ooh.
Well, there's too many heroes.
He's still going to jump in here. They'll drop the corner out, trying to break up the fight. Yeah, so he gets him in the cake here. That's providing him a lot of sustenance in this fight. Jackal comes out, isn't going to latch. Trying to focus down. Look at the damage that Wind Ranger's doing. Odie's got. Kessie on the sideline still has Chronosphere. King R getting caught out here by Era. It's a double kill for Yamba Spirit. Ramses out of mana. Still doing a fair bit of damage. Now the impetus look flying through onto Era's going to do a hell of a lot of damage. Era's trying to come back in because Kessie, he's found a Chrono, but they're so low.
They can't touch him anymore. If the Windrunner dies, they can't kill the Gyro. The Ember does a decent amount of damage, but it's just like damage over time. He can't really commit, and yeah, he can't really commit and burst. And that was the exact reason why they picked Windrunner versus OD. Like, you saw it, and especially. Like, you don't even want to go BKB, because if you go BKB on OD, it's actually bad against Windrunner because you can't even Astral yourself. Like, yeah. You're just gonna die. So whenever you just walk in and try to kill someone, then the Windrunner just like bursts you down before you do anything. So great pit against OD, but the Windrunner is still at that phase where he can only commit if he gets a good chrono or if they're winning the fight. Else he's just gonna get bursted down, exactly how we saw earlier. He needs to get either a Blink or a BKB for him to be safe, but I mean, it's looking decent for Corkshot this game because they're not getting MKBs. Like, the Gyro's not getting MKB. I think the Enchantress should go for one. So the only job of the Enchantress would be to just sit far back and just rack the Windrunner to death. And he can do it in 3 or 4 shots, but he needs an MKB for that.
I mean, as we saw, just all of the cause Era as well is going to be careful from this impetus. It really brings him right down there. That
Glimmer Cape actually did so much in this fight. Didn't have reveal for the Doom, so he actually survived the Static Storm, and GOD was very confused. He wasted a lot of time. Probably trying to communicate, like, do we have anything? Are we going to see him or what? And then he got the Doom off and everything, so... Or maybe he didn't. Maybe he got bursted before the silence.
No, he didn't get the Doom off that fight in. He did still get taken down, but he managed to survive with the Scorched Earth up. So yeah, you know, did a little bit.
A lot of time for sure. The Roche is gonna be like so crucial. At this stage, so crucial.
I mean, it's interesting. Well, I don't know if you saw the stat, but you're pretty much bang on with the Shadow Blade. It's on Batrider. It's only been picked up 6 out of 250 games.
Yeah,
that's not a lot of picks.
No, it's really not. And he was misusing it before. He was using Firefly and Shadow Blade, and I don't think it makes so much sense. The way he did it before was fine. Then he was able to scout 3 heroes without being scouted. So obviously it was great.
Situation.
But I don't think it's gonna happen again. They should be aware now because it definitely. It gave them the better initiation, and it's what we've been mentioning, right? Like, whoever opens the fight first is gonna win it most likely.
From No Diggity, they could find a really, really nice Chronosphere around this point as Empire.
So how's the division looking? Both teams have a war on their side.
But
They
not
don't see
the
each
others.
other's yet.
Yeah. Looks
They're
like they
going
won't get
around.
anything. Yeah, it's just the illusions it pushing this lane out, and still, yeah, not that long left on the smoke. So it looks like, yeah, it's not going to be a successful smoke here from the side of Diggity, but no, at least they don't lose anything off the back of it.
And the problem with Ember not having travel at this stage is that he can't just be like, right guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push out top lane and be ready to come back. You know, just chill, don't go for the Roche pit. Let me push out, force the TP, and then we'll go for the Roche pit. He can't do it. Batrider can't do it. Could be the play. Never mind, he's scouting, but with the Firefly, so they're pinging him. They know. This is crazy. He's actually fearless. And he goes and he gets the pick.
Yeah, and with Yapstor now caught in the front of this fight, there will be a Quinn, but as I was saying before,
Not
Ench is
good
still
enough.
outside. You don't
Not good
catch the
enough.
Ench, she gets the damage out. There'll be a Fiend Script and his power, sorry, the focus fire onto Ramses, bring him low, but now the Hex from Scandal comes out. The cooldown is going to connect onto Kuiper Error as well. Kuiper's now gone 2 dead on the side of No Diggity. They've got to run. They've got a Hyper Afterlife, blinking forward, looking for more, gets the vision there for Synneren to be glimpsed back, tries for a TP out, but they've got the vision, they'll take him down, and as you said, 3 dead on No Diggity. An absolute mess, and yeah, Afterlife's ballsy play there with the Batrider ends up paying off big time.
It could have been very good, but the chrono was not. I mean, I don't want to blame Kesu because the pressure is really on him, and he did amazingly all
You've got
game.
to catch the end.
And yeah, the idea was great here as well, but OD was right on the right of the chrono, just on the edge. Didn't get the OD. The OD could hack the Windrunner, so it means that they can't even kill the gyro. And the Ench was also in perfect position, so the chrono was not good enough.
Oh, and Error's just been hexed up. He
Might make it. It's gonna follow him though. I
It is.
think. Or is he? That's so close.
Very close.
That was so close. All right.
This is getting it. And now, yeah, Roshan, Aegis over to Scandal.
This is such a big turn of events for the Empire squad. It's still not over by any mean, but they're definitely in a commanding position right now. That Roche fight was crucial, and I'm actually, like, I'm so surprised that that play with the Batrider actually worked.
Paid off, yeah.
They're pinging him. They're like, he's right here, and they still got him. He still got the Doom, which is probably one of the best heroes to get at this stage. You definitely want to get either the Doom, the Windrunner, or the Void. Like, it's one of those 3 that you want to get with the lasso. And it's just about initiation, because it doesn't even, it's just about positioning, because you're going to decide where the fight is going to happen. By dragging a hero to a certain position, you're going to decide that this is the AoE of the fight. So the Enchanters and the OD can position themselves exactly how they want to, because they know where the enemy is standing, and they know that the enemy is going to run through that path, and they're going to stop right here to try to save the Doom, etc, etc. So it's literally just about who jumps first. It's nothing else. And the Void doesn't want to casually jump on them because he needs to get those really nice chronos. So honestly, I think the best fight setup for No Diggity is the Amber.
No.
If he can just jump, chain someone to try to lock the fight somewhere, to give Kesu, trying to bait a good chrono pretty much.
Yeah, set something up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at Aaron now at the moment, obviously saving up the gold, 3.8k. I guess he wants to keep for buyback. Are we opening into Rapier territory yet, or do you feel that we're still going to see maybe something more standard, like an Arrow sometimes goes for the Skadi on Ember?
Yeah, I don't think you go Rapier. I don't think you go. I don't think they're in. I don't think it's so. The game doesn't look that bad.
Okay.
I think they can still easily come back. You don't go Rapier. I like the AC from Ench a lot, actually. I think it's a great pickup.
It's going to really
I was
help
afraid
the
it was
push.
going Moonshard. I think MKB could have been fine, and AC is great. The Windrunner does have MKB, BKB, I mean, so he dies anyway. I guess MKB is not so crucial. Great damage. It's gonna help. It's gonna make the Gyro even more tanky. It's gonna help them survive through the Chrono. It's what they need. Shiva is also a great item. I'm not sure who's gonna get it. OD is going for Linken's. Obviously great. I mean, you play versus Bane Doom. Linken's is your best friend for sure.
Or if they can pick Kezu here.
This is not a fight. They're not gonna
he
fight.
is gone.
Okay. If the Void ever gets jumped,
Just leave him.
aboard. You need to back off on Diggity side. They're not gonna take a fight without Chrono. No, there's no way.
We'll see how much Empire can do with this. I mean,
They want to try to glimpse someone, but they're not in range.
They might be able to force the buyback out from the Void. He's down for 50.
40 seconds. Yeah. Either they lose their axe or they force the buyback.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to decide. I just wonder what Koiva is gonna get as items. It's
How
really
much
hard
has
to
he got?
itemize.
No,
He didn't buy
1600.
anything yet. Yeah. It's such a tough game for the Windrunner at this stage.
I mean, does he need a BKB, or you feel that's...
He needs a BKB,
He does need a
he
BKB.
needs a Blink, he needs
Yeah.
a Linken's. He needs like, he needs a lot of items. It's really tough for him.
Let's see what they can do. It's still 20 seconds without the Void. And
Looks like they're letting go.
Yeah. 10 seconds and he is back. Aegis, as we saw, it's down to the final 2 minutes of
They still have the
timing.
glyph, so they might be baiting it. And yeah, they're not gonna get it. Empire is a bit afraid, I guess. They were like, he might buy back Terra, do we want to fight this? Played it safe. Understandable. And he's looking for someone bottom, but there isn't anyone. And now what Diggity is gonna do most likely, do they want to smoke? No, they're just afraid. Actually, they have a smoke on Yapzor. They could be thinking of smoking up. They know the battery TP'd out. Yeah, they have a DD on Era, so that's a good thing for them for the next fight. This could, like, if he gets a Lottie clear, oh, he got triggered now, so probably not gonna be able to use that one. With a lucky crit.
We're seeing both cores with a lot. I think there's what 5.2k at the moment on Rams as well. Not anymore. Okay, he goes in for the MKB.
Yeah, the game is even tougher now for Quakespan.
Poor old Quakefa.
Yeah.
It's really gonna have a
It's
hard
so
time
hard
in
because
these fights.
when you think about it, like, he has no defensive item. Like, he's actually so squishy. Like, if the guy who gets on top of him is dead, if he gets Hex, he's dead, if he gets Lasso, he's dead. If the Eng starts right-clicking him without having Wind Run off cooldown, he's dead as well. And he's so important for the Dire lineup. He's in a really tough spot right now. And he played amazingly so far. I think he get a blink because I don't think he makes it to the BKB. He's not gonna get a big item. I think they're gonna lose the game before that.
Okay.
So
he needs
to get a blink and get that like magic shackle where he just.
I mean, blink
shackles.
over buyback. Would you feel you gotta have buyback at this point?
Yeah, you could save buyback as well. You just play with buyback. But if you have to commit to an item, I think you commit to blink dagger, and just rely on your skill, I guess. Because if he does get the right angle and a 2-hero shackle with a good chrono, they could crush the fight. They can actually team wipe Empire.
We have seen it happen. Yeah.
In the perfect scenario, like if they get the dream fight, they can team wipe Empire still. But they have to make it happen.
And they've got to do it for Aegis and Cheese as well.
Yeah. They still have the Aegis, but not for long, I think.
Yeah, it's got to be about 1 minute left now.
They can definitely wait it out because they have Glyph, so no pressure on them. They can wait. I don't think... I don't think they're gonna get a side of Rex before that Aegis. They're not gonna be able to use it on Empire side. They're just pressuring, getting map control. They have the Game of Two side on Badger. They're dewarding whatever they can. They did miss a ward on the bottom rune that didn't get dewarded. Or actually got hit a bit, so... No, never mind, that's me, it didn't. It's gonna fade though in 3 minutes. Yeah, it's good if they can get rid of this ward. I don't think they're aware. Never mind, they are. That's good. So now the vision is like it's balanced for both teams. They see the same pretty much. Could they see that? They had a ward
close. Around there,
I don't think they saw it though.
It didn't see into the Radiant Jungle. It was just the entrance spot there, which they weren't down.
They didn't see that smoke.
So I mean, the thing is that they are on the other side of the map. So we'll see if Empire can find something with this.
This could actually. They could actually catch someone. That's a pretty good play. But Era, it looks like Era knows something as well.
He's staying right back by the Ancient. Yeah.
Very safe play and very smart.
Yeah.
Like very good awareness from Diggity. And Corva is saving buyback indeed. They know for sure.
I mean, Era's just saving as well in general. He's got 6.4k.
Yeah, that's a bit too much though. But probably he might be thinking of the rapier. He might be like, well, I might as well get a rapier. I mean, if let's say they win a fight, they get the next Roche, I think you get the rapier. In that situation, you get it. Yeah, for sure. If you can secure yourself the Aegis, so it might be what he's thinking. He's like, well, if we get a lucky fight or just a good fight in general, I have to go ready for the instant rapier. Could be a good approach.
At the moment,
I can't believe they're missing this ward. Like he was literally like 200 range away from it. Or maybe they might also let it in purpose. I don't know. Sometimes there are games where you see players, they know there's a ward and they play around it.
Okay.
They're like, there's a ward here, so we just walk, exact distance so they don't see us and they think they know that there's no one in this area, and then we just surprise them. It's a very good approach sometimes when the games are very close.
Oh, he
just goes for it.
He's done it. Alright, I mean, this might catch Empire off guard as well. Yeah. We'll see how well he hides it.
Now you just pray for the lucky crit.
Yeah.
Because if he gets it, it's gonna do so much damage.
Oh man. I mean, at the same time that you're looking at heroes like Ramses on his gyro, you're gonna need a few crits to deal with that.
He doesn't have the satanic yet. What did he?
Yeah, so he went for the MKB with that big lot of money.
And he didn't get anything. He got only 1k since then, I guess. Okay.
I think it's kind of because they've been moving around lots of 5-man Empire, haven't they? Really, kind of looking for these pickoffs, looking for the fights, and they've got another smoke ready.
What is Kochba getting? Yeah, he's just saving gold right now.
Yeah.
I really wonder. I'm gonna try to check his
buyback and blink maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, I don't think blink is optimal, but I think it's one way. Like it's the safest.
It could set up that kind of
it could like win them one fight.
Shackle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm calling for a blink. But I think in theory you want to get a BKB.
Okay.
It's about Roche, like both teams are just waiting for the next Roche, and rightly so. The Enchantress is gonna hurt. He has the cheese still that he saved. It's weird he's not giving it to someone else though. I think you want to give the cheese to the OD. In prep for the next fight. I don't think you keep it on Ench, because if Ench is out of position anyway, she's useless. Like, she's not gonna do damage, so why eat the cheese if you're out of position with Ench?
Yeah, and you're not really gonna be able to
sense.
be on the front line to give it to someone else.
Yeah, either your positioning is good,
yeah,
and then you don't need the cheese because they're not gonna focus you, or it's bad, and even if you're full life, you're useless because you can't really do damage how you would want to.
It's an illusion, don't fall for it. It's an illusion, don't fall for it.
Pink, they know they're smoked now. It was pinged by Mythbuster right away.
And it's a little bit too quick on the trigger there for Quake.
And the Batrider is thinking about it. This Firefly.
Oh man, they're still trying to go for it here. No diggity.
Is that a second smoke? No, it's still the same one. So it's gonna fade very soon.
Still the same one.
Do they have vision? They don't have a ward, so they're still in the fog of war.
It's about to run out. Ramses is coming in. He's been doomed. Straight away, the Shackle as well will connect. They've got the glimpse, bringing Yaps out of it now. The Static Storm wants to sin. Yaps will be able to walk out of it in time. Koifa getting lassoed up here by Afterlife. Ramses still trying to fight. I mean, the Doom damage is just not enough to deal with him, but they've already taken down 2 Era with the Divine Rapier doing too much on the sidelines. He's going to look for Mythbuster as well. He's got Kezu and Sinner in there to help him. Mythbuster will now eat the cheese. Kezu on the sidelines gets the Chrono to Ramses, still controlling him. There's 3 left alive on Empire. Koifa will fall only, will fall down. Ramses gets the cooldown, but Kezu time walks out of it. Era going up against Mythbuster, and it doesn't matter about the attack speed because each hit absolutely hurts there with the Rapier. They find themselves 3, they do lose 1. But Era's Rapier, that absolutely, as you said, that's what wins that fight there.
I mean, that fight didn't look good. I mean, it started really well. Like, they got the Shackle, they got the Doom, that was perfect. And what happened is that Kezu blinked right on the edge of the Static Storm. He could have got a 3-man Chrono and they would have destroyed the fight, but he was right on the edge. That Static Storm, like, the way it works is like, it still extends the silence. Like, the silence AoE is bigger than the visual animation that you see. And he got surprised, and then he couldn't use the Chrono, he got hexed, and it just... It started... I mean, it didn't look good at all. But that Rapier effect, it did everything. Yeah, I think Era shouldn't have chased the Enchantress. I think it was a bit of a mistake for him.
What could have gone over for the Giant?
He could have saved the Windrunner and killed the Batrider. He could have killed the Gyro in the Chrono. So a bit of a mistake from him to just chase the Enchantress. But either way, like
I guess it was the safe play as well. He didn't want.
He just saved them the game with the Rapier play, and he won them the crucial fight that they needed to win. Unfortunately, it did not give them Roche. It's a very late spawn, so they could not get the Roche on the back of that play. And you definitely want the Aegis when you're running a Rapier Ember.
You really do.
Now it just responds. Empire must know. They have the siege creep in it. So now round 2. That play was really good. It favored heavily Diggity because it was nighttime. And Batrider is way less effective in nighttime.
Is he going to try and find a pick it? Sin, Glimmer Cape?
Yeah, they have that. They need to get rid of that ward. But they lost the game, I believe.
Oh, and he's actually been shackled and being scripted. Afterlife caught out. As you said, that ward doing it all, and that's the gem exchanging hands.
Buyback. He has buyback and he has a gem in base. He has another one in base and he has buyback. So he could buyback, pick up the gem, travel in. And they definitely, they can't play versus Aegis plus Rapier. If they commit to the Roche, he needs to do it.
They need to stop
He's pinging it. He's gonna do it if they go for Roche. He's not gonna let them get it. There's no way.
Can no Diggity go for Roche now? Or do they feel that they gotta find a couple?
If you don't commit when someone is dead, you're never gonna go for it. Yeah. So they kind of have to, but this is risky. And he has a creep, like the wolf creep, he can TP on it. Yes. So he's gonna have perfect positioning. He's pinging it, you see?
I mean, Era being the one to do the damage, that's right. If a Static Storm comes in...
He can't tank it though.
He's really got to be careful being here on the front.
They need to commit Koiva to it, but he doesn't have an item that can help to survive.
Era's got to be so careful here.
Yeah, ball back.
So careful. He's got to get out, he's got to get out, and he's blinked. Yeah, they'll get that Hex onto Koiva, they will bring him out from the pit. Yeah, they've got to let that one go.
He has buyback though, I think. He's going to have to buyback as well. He doesn't. Pretty cool.
Impetus eating into Cinder and managed to get the lasso onto Yapsa. Watch Era. He's got to find the perfect position. That's a great Chronosphere onto 3. They've got to get the damage through as well. First Light comes out. Watch it down to Arthel, so's King R.
You need the win on her.
Yeah, they're not getting the kills, but at the least, they are keeping everyone out of this one. They did end up losing the battle. Oh, comes back in. It's another big crit, but Era.
God.
Oh my goodness, he can't go down now. He cannot go down now. He's in lower mana. Oh, he's gonna fall. That's the rapier on the deck. Ramsey says thanks for the rapier, Sonny Jim, and now suddenly, oh, Era. He could have just cost them the game there. He's gone for 90 seconds. They're going to have the rapier on Gyro. It is going to be the Aegis as well, going to Team Empire. Era. He got a little bit too hungry there. He felt the damage that he was dealing, stuck around a little bit too long, and Empire punish it. That was a costly mistake there from the Ember Spirit, and that may have just cost them the game, Mad.
It might have. I mean, they still have this Windrunner. They still have this sick high ground defense. They could still defend this. It's gonna be insanely hard. Yeah, it's a Gyro Rapier. God, this is so tough. It was such a tough decision for No Diggity, because if you don't go for this Roche, you're never gonna get it. Because like you kind of want to fight. You killed someone, and if you don't, sure they can buy back and travel in, but. I mean, else you're just waiting for Battle Rider to get the better initiation, lose the fight, and give them Aegis anyway. So they kind of had to go for it. I think they just were quite unsure how to do it. The Ember wasn't, then the Windrunner, then I think they should have talked about it better.
Man, if they could get this back. No, it's going to be an Astral to stop
the
the
Chrono still, though.
Do have a Chrono as well. Has got the damage. Wait for Beamscript up for the time being. Now looking for the opening. Going to look for scan up first. Power shot coming through as well. Again, the Shackle, the follow-up is there. The Static Storm on the Kenji, but it's already BKB. They managed to take down the opening now. They've done it. But he's got the Aegis. He's there for round 2. Afterlife. Last sewing up the Absol, bringing him out of the fight. Still 15 seconds before Era is back in that round 2. BKBs. Looks for the right click. Wait, but will be able to get himself away in time. And Ramses, he's got to back up.
Great force.
Can they really go for this? They're moving forward. They get off the time dilation.
They need to wait for the next Chrono. They shouldn't rush it. They need to wait for Ember in the next Chrono. They need to be patient.
That's why he's living through this. I mean, that was pretty much the perfect fight for No Diggity.
Yeah. That Chrono into Shackle, what a scary combo. Like, what is... Basically, you have 2 heroes disabled, like, for the longest time.
That's
what is it? It's like, Chrono is like 5 seconds total? 5 seconds into 3.75. This is like 9 seconds disabled on Gyro and Ember.
And then you had a Fiend's Grip. I mean...
How do you want to fight? If you have your 2 core heroes disabled for 10 seconds almost.
And it doesn't matter if you got a BKB, you're not going to get the chance to get it out.
Getting Shackled after.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they still have ways to kill the Gyro. It's, I mean, I know I'm repeating myself all the time like a broken record, but it's all about this initiation. If they can find those openings...
This smoke could be it. This could be the smoke to get the rapier back.
Yeah, he could get it back, for sure. He wants it back, that's for sure.
Yeah, it does.
And they can do it.
If Ramses comes close, if they get Chrono here, this could be huge. Kezu goes in. Can he get the Chrono? I couldn't quite get Ramses. Ramses gets out. Zoom onto mid posture. It's not the best target, though.
Abort. So just play safe, honestly. They don't have to rush anything. Just wait for the next Chrono. They did. I mean, at this stage, the game is already tough enough. You don't need to. Like, what objective are they gonna get? Now Empire is gonna be scared. They pushed high ground with Aegis, Cheese, and Rapier, and they failed. So they're not gonna YOLO. It's about the team that finds the right pick off. And Ember could just farm another Rapier.
I was gonna say, he was close to the goal, wasn't he? What's he sitting on? No, he actually went for a Lincoln Sphere, I believe, just now. That's what he spent the gold on. He didn't have that before, did he?
Yeah, no, he didn't. He bought it. Yeah, he bought it.
I guess, I mean, he's got, as you said, every intention of getting that Rapier back.
He kind of needs it. And now they have the Force. The Force is actually such a big item in this game. Like, if they had the Force before when he got caught...
They wouldn't have lost it.
Yeah, they would have saved him. But I don't think Sin had it before. And it's Force speed either as well. Like, it's a very good item for them to have. It's funny, it's cat and mouse. Like, every team is smoking, trying to catch the other, and sometimes they can, sometimes they can't.
Oh boy, yeah.
They have so many ways to catch Ember.
Yeah.
But this is like, they should know. Oh, actually, it's just out of vision. Maybe he knows exactly the vision path.
Can't be, Kezi can't be caught.
Yeah.
They need this Chrono to take the fights, and it looks like they're going to be fine.
It's so scary to play this game for Diggity. Like, you have this Bat Rider, Shadow Blade, maximum movement speed, running around, looking at you from angles that you might not think of, and then he's just ready to jump and lasso someone. Alright, what is Enchantress getting? Because... Okay, never mind. He actually died a few times in the fights.
Has he lost a bit?
He's still stuck with the AC. And Kojva, what is he getting? I think he's going for the Lincolns or what? He has his ultimate orb. I don't know, how is he gonna save himself? Like, his positioning has to be very, very clutch, because whatever mistake he makes, he's dead. Like, they're never gonna let him be. Like, if they see they can kill him, they're gonna kill him. Lincolns, okay?
There's Lincolns. I mean,
it blocks a lot of spells. It blocks the Hex, the Lasso, the Glimpse.
Yeah, I guess the Hex is going to be the big point, because we haven't really seen the Bat Rider jumping in on the Wind Ranger. There's not really Afterlife's target.
Yeah, it's good. It's good that he got to this item.
Yeah, for the Hex.
It's very good, honestly. I think he needs to get even more damage now.
Would you like to see that MKB or?
Yeah. I think he goes for MKB. They need to kill it. If the Gyro doesn't die during the Chronosphere, the fight is over. Like, he has Satanic Rapier. They need to kill him. And he has Lincoln, so on the back of a good Chrono, no one can actually stop him from killing the Gyro. The Batrider is not gonna... I mean, he could go for some force staff into lasso play, but it's not really reliable. The problem with Diggity is that they lost... never mind, they got a new game on Sind, actually. So they can secure themselves some sort of map control in the sense that they can be sure that there's no vision in this part of the map, so they can just stand there and get high ground. Usually in this type of games, so nighttime favors Diggity, whereas daytime favors Empire because of the vision of Batrider. Like, the vision is great during daytime, it's way better during nighttime, and like the way you play that game when you're either, like, it doesn't matter, if you're Empire or Diggity, you need to play around high ground versus low ground. Like, you never want to find yourself on a low ground position. You need to make sure that you see them before they see you, because if they see you before you see them, you lose. You lose 100%.
I mean, interesting setup. Just going on about the fact that you know, BKB is very much often the more commonplace item for a Wind Ranger rather than a Linken's. I mean, as you said, you feel you can see why the Linken's is just a better pick here.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, you get blinked, hexed, or lasso. The BKB is not going to save you, you're dead. So, no, actually, I think Linken's is way smarter than BKB in this game. I think Ulva went for the perfect item. Shiva's on OD. I hope, yeah, it has to be a Shiva's. That's very good. It's gonna block a lot of damage as well. Like, it's just gets like the whole Empire lineup tankier and tankier. The AC, the Shivas, a very good item. They could even have went for Vlad on someone. They don't have it, but it's also a decent item to get on the support if he doesn't feel like he needs anything else. The Aghanims is great, obviously. Now that he got it, that's actually a pretty big pickup. The Aghanims on Disruptor, because it's gonna, like, if he can get the Aghanims on any of those heroes, honestly, it's actually so big. Even the Void, like, he can shut down the Void. The Void can't BKB and get the Chrono out, so... Yeah, this game is very intense. Like, both teams are playing very carefully.
But I guess the thing though with that Sam, I guess if you're Kezu though, you should be popping the BKB before you jump in.
You have to. Yeah, it's the only way you take the fight, for sure. You have to. You can't... Like, what happened last fight can't happen again.
No.
He would have got the perfect Chrono. Like, the perfect Chrono. Because the Windrunner was out of it, the Void was out of... The Ember, I mean, was out of it. It would have been perfect. Lotus over on the Absor.
That's nice, against the Hexes.
And if there's one player in that game that I mean, at least in my opinion, that's gonna use that item to the maximum potential, it's Yapzor. Yeah. So if he can get it at the right time and, like, he can block the Glimpse or glimpse back the other guy, it's not really gonna block it, but it's still good to have. It's mainly against the lasso.
Yeah, just anything to keep Era alive at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, between that, having the second Nexus and Era jumping in.
He's going to be forced
up outside. Now the Static Storm gone.
Okay, that's pretty big.
Let's see if they can continue to fight Empire. Still eyeing it up. Scandal blinks in. Oh, he's going to catch up on the Shackles. Going to be blocked by the Lincolns. Afterlife still eyeing this one up. Kezu actually going to get hacked, but the Lotus Orb was out in time to remove it.
Great stuff from the Absor.
He wants to jump back in. Oh, he gets the Chrono. It's only onto Miposhka. They might be able to get this one with a focus fire, but Afterlife still trying to jump in. Shackle's not going to land for the Beast Grip, but they do get laid down onto this Power Rider. It's going to get defensively Astrid for the timing. Ramses is coming forward. He eats down Sind. Afterlife. Does he live through this? It looks like he should be. Oh, with a power shot. He's not going to live through that one, and the Slider Fist as well from Era. They'll come in, try and look for the Shackle. Kezu jumping in against Scandal. He's been time dilated, turns around for Sanity Eclipse. Will finally kills the Absol, but Era again with the Slider Fist. It's a double kill for the man. There's going to be a buyback from Afterlife, and he's not done. Era, he's jumping in. He needs to be careful. I mean, this man, he's going in a little bit balls deep. Will manage to remnant himself away. Empire still hungry for more. Afterlife, he brought back for this. He's still got that lasso. There's a gem on the deck. And it looks like the fight will settle off as that one. But, well, 2 for 3, forcing out a buyback as well from Empire. It is the better fight for No Diggity. And again, we're just seeing the damage coming out from Era. But at the same time, of course, from the Jara, 8.5k damage done that.
And that was without the Rapier on the Ember.
Yeah.
And he actually now has enough gold to get the second Rapier.
I mean, do you think he needs to buy a second Rapier, or can he still bank on trying to get it back from Ramses at this point?
I think he can try to get it back, but it's on the Aegis, honestly. I think if he gets the Aegis, he goes for the Rapier. I'm pretty sure. Like, it's worth it. Doesn't need the boost at this stage, so he can just go for it. They need to prevent that erosion from happening. Like, they need to do something about it. The last fight was very sloppy.
Might be able to get there in time, aren't they?
No, they're not gonna make it in time. They're not gonna make it in time. Koshua.
He's got Rapier if he jumps in Kezu.
God, they know they see them that they have to let go. This is way too scary.
Oh,
they have vision now. Oh, they stopped it. Okay, Empire stopped the Roche.
Oh, Afterlife jumps in. That's a huge asset. Getting Kezu here, stop with the chrono. They've got the static storm as well. No BKB for you, man.
He has buyback though. He's gonna buyback right away.
He's gonna lose the gem.
Yeah, he's
They
buyback.
still want to fight. They still want to fight. Yeah, indeed. They'll get a Night Mount to Miposhka. Error. Slide of fist. There's one. Script. Now the Shackle's gonna latch him onto Roche. Miposhka finally goes down. Japshaw jumping in, but the damage from Ramsey just BKBs and the right clicks with his rapier. He's got. And this is Ramses with the Aegis. He did manage to pick it up there. Yep, so actually lives through this with the Scorch Jump and again the Shackle. Onto two. Kezu holding onto the Chrono, waits for it, now gets out to Ramses. The focus fire is where they're going to bring him down, but he's got the Aegis. He's ready for round 2. Alpha Scandal jumping in on Swiper. Won't be able to get a Hex off because of the Lincoln Sphere. Kezu time walks away. Lincoln Sphere on Scandal blocks the Shackle shot. Now Yapzor finds the opening for the Doom. Jumps in. Quiper hasn't quite got the focus fire again, but Kezu looking for the control, looking for the bashes. Jumps forward. They're going to get Scandal. Ramses pops the cooldown. They look at your own control. Ramses getting the damage over the flank cannon hits. Kezu, he's got a backup. It's a dominating streak. He takes down Cinerum, looking for Quiper's on the low sword bottom Error. Big target down, Remus away. Error's got to be careful.
No win run.
Yeah, Quiper's gone. This could be it, falling apart for no dignity. They've got to do it something big with this turnaround. Turns around with a sleight of fist, still Afterlife alive. Shadow blades himself away. Error looking to jump in again. He might find Ramsey. Oh, he's done it! He's done it! He takes them down. Rapier on the deck. He's found it. There's now a Rapier over onto Kezu's Void.
This is like the most awkward Garo items. Like if you click on him, he just has brown boots now in the slot. Like it's. But I mean that fight, that execution from No Diggity was superb. Like
they just kept poking and poking.
Exactly. They're so patient because they know that the OD is dead, the Disruptor is dead. They don't have a way to catch him. So they just keep poking until they find the right moment to blink in and go there. And they really, like that Void spell did so much. Like the time, what's the exact time? Yeah, it did so much. Like the slow, the CD on spells for everyone, especially the Batrider. This is a bit awkward.
Oh, he's got a butterfly on his way out.
Yeah, he needs it.
Yeah.
He really needs it versus the Windrunner.
There's no bat for 60 seconds, but at the same time, having the Wind Ranger down is good for the Silent Empire, because at the least that means no Diggity, they're not going to be able to push.
Honestly, he probably should have bought a Butterfly instead of that Skadi, like since a very long time, because against Ember without MKB, Windrunner without MKB, I actually think Butterfly makes you way tankier than Skadi does. So, because you saw how the Windrunner just burst down to Gyro. Like,
there's the boots to travel in there, a few TP scrolls, a Gem of True Sight. I mean, yeah, I take your pick.
As a support player, I wish you could just pick those items and then they're yours, you know? Like, suddenly you get rich.
Free bots.
They don't even need them, like, come on. It's like just wasting money, you know? It's right in front of you, but you can't use it.
Ramses, he's downscaled in the fashion department. He needs some new shoes.
What a turnaround, though. What a turnaround.
Is it just not safe for him to go get those bots back?
No, I don't think he goes there. You don't want to go there. They lost their games. I don't think they have anyone. They don't have a gem left anymore. I'm gonna check it now, but I don't think so. No, they don't. So now it's very scary, actually. They need to play around their own vision, but they're not sure. Like, there's a Rapier.
She has 2 gems in there. Jeez.
Wait, there's a Rapier on the Void as well.
Yeah, he managed to get the Gyros.
Oh, he got the Gyros.
And
Era just it's his own. Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah. I mean, the Rapier on the Void is a bit of, it doesn't do so much, honestly, but...
I guess it's the second, but I guess you like it on Quiper.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you definitely do. Yeah. But no, the game is actually looking very good for No Diggity.
Hey, Afterlife trying to... Oh, he's gone for the gem. Ramses actually, is he going to be able to get his bots? Here we go. Oh, he's got him. There's still another gem there.
Okay, that's good.
Whatever, they don't care.
So...
Oh man, 64 minutes in, I mean... How far ahead now does this put No Diggity, or do you feel Empire still have a very good high ground defense?
I don't think No Diggity is winning still. I think the game is still even. I think the game is still dead even, because it's the same. Whoever, let's say they jump the Windrunner, or they get to jump the Ember and they just kill him, or kill the Void. The Void doesn't have buyback. If they kill the Void, then they don't have any control anymore. And then from there on, they can win. This Gyro deals insane amount of damage still.
Yeah, without
if he gets on top of the Windrunner, she's dead, regardless of Rapier, no Rapier. Like, she's gonna die. So I still think Empire can win this game.
Oh, here we go. They're moving over with the smoke.
They just need to be patient.
Yeah.
It's about vision and nothing else.
He sees them, he's going to jump in. He jumps straight away, brings it back now. Scanner there with the right click. Static Storm. You've got to let him sat. Sure you don't go back in. That's Doom down. You get out.
Yeah, he has buyback on the Doom. They probably were like, whatever, I have buyback, chill. We don't need to take this fight. Because the high ground push is very scary. I don't think you... Actually, I don't even think you push with this. They can't afford themselves. Like, if they lose the fight, they don't have buyback on the Gyro. I don't think they have buyback on the OD either. Yeah, they lose the game. Like, if they push high ground and the Doom buys back and they lose the game, they can't. They're not gonna push with that.
Oh, wow, it's a Blink on Disruptor.
That's good.
Really, really nice.
He didn't get the best Static Storm in the last fight, but it's very tough for him, honestly. He dies from one slide of fist.
Yeah, he's got to get out straight away.
Yeah. And he doesn't want the Void to use BKB and actually turn the fight, so there is a lot of pressure on the Disruptor, but he can actually win them a fight if he gets that like perfect situation. The Blink is definitely gonna help him to find that good like positioning. It's a like super stacked Disruptor because he's like more. I don't think Enchantress bought anything this game. He's like super position 5. He bought everything, and he's probably been buying the games as well. Like I don't know, but now he's getting into the later stages of the game where he actually gets items regardless of his position support-wise. So that's pretty good for them. I think the key target is the Void. He doesn't have buyback. They need to jump and kill the Void.
I mean, the thing is, if the pace of the game continues like this, there's going to be a point where the buybacks come back off. Yeah, Empire aren't really finding the confidence to push an issue at the moment.
I haven't felt the impact of the OD so much in those fights, I gotta say. I think he needs an item to remove the Linken's somehow. He needs someone, because they don't really have the best heroes are to remove Linken's. In theory, what he should be doing, whenever they chrono, he should be jumping the Windrunner to prevent him from dealing damage, but he can't.
Are they going to jump in on this? It's only 3 of them.
Era,
he's got upgraded bots, Era, so he can join the fight. Afterlife's on the sidelines though. Ping's coming out, but there's going to be the jump straight in. They try and get the Doom, and they will get the Doom out, but the BKB came out in time. Kezi now BKBing up himself. Looking for the Chrono. Iron Up Ramses is going to hold him in place. And now, here we come. Era's turned up to the fight. Scandal jumps against the Hex onto Synderen. Synderen, he's going to keep himself alive in the Static Storm. It will catch out quite well, but the rest, no DD on the sidelines. Defensive Nightmare, and now Era coming in with a side fish. They drop the hammer there from the OD, and they've already found themselves 2. Double kill for Scandal. They find themselves the 3rd one. Now Era, he's got to get himself out of it, and he will. He'll blink away. There'll be a buyback from Synderen, but it's a painful fight for Empire. There's no buyback on Quakefa.
The Astro won the fight. That's an answer. Like, that's actually such a great answer. Like, they didn't Doom the OD, and they didn't chrono him. So he was just able to Astral the Gyro, and then the Windrunner doesn't do anything anymore, and the Gyro just comes back with Satanic, MKB, like... It's actually not a good target to focus. They need to get the Doom on the OD. It's way too important.
10 seconds without Chrono now as well, so
this is scary.
It's a bit of an opening here for Empire.
He doesn't have buyback. He needs 300 gold. Yeah. This is very scary, but they do have the Rapier on the Ember, so one lucky crit.
High ground defense is great.
It is. They have the Chrono now. What do they have? Empire can't really buyback and travel in. They can do it on the Gyro. No, 40 seconds. No, they can't. They're gonna chill. There's no way it happens, and I don't think they know that he doesn't have buyback anyway.
No, I think, they actually said
they shouldn't know.
Maybe anticipate that it could be coming out. Roshan, how long are we seeing until Roshan's back up? Is it still a bit of time? Okay, we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen. Yeah, this is so scary for both teams.
Yeah.
One bad move could cost you the game. But I guess we're getting to the point where there are buybacks, so maybe you still have the chance to redeem a bad play.
There's gonna be another item on the OD.
Yeah. What does he? What's the game-changing one from here?
I'm not sure.
I mean, I guess he needs bots before he thinks of his next one.
Yeah, that's very important. He can't be in the Chrono, so that's for sure. He cannot be in the Chrono. He can't get Doom either, but getting Doom is highly unlikely.
I mean, getting Moonshot at this point, is that the next move, or?
I don't even feel like he needs an item like this. I think he needs a positioning item, but I mean, I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't even think Force Staff is so bad, but I mean, he has so much gold that he probably should get something better. But my issue with LOD is that either he needs to be able to Astral the Gyro when they go for him, because he's going to be the one going in order to force Diggity to reveal their positions. So he needs to be able to save his teammate, but he also needs to be able to kill someone with this Hex, and he needs to remove the Linken's on the Windrunner. So if he has a Force or Atos, he didn't go for Atos this game, but I think Refresher is the build. Refresher could be good actually this game for him. Double Hex.
Yeah, that could be big.
Double Hex, double ulti. Yeah, you go Refresher 100%. And then you can even refresh the Hex in order to make sure that you get the Hex off and that you kill whoever you target. Refresher is the build, I think. The Gyro, what is he gonna get? He could buy a Moon Shard in order to maximize his damage. I don't think you change any of those items.
Oh, back could catch Sind out here. Sind, he tried to get out and...
he has no buyback, but I don't think it matters.
Yeah, goodbye Sind. You've got a second Rapier now there as well, going all in. Realizes one death's going to cost him the game, so he has to go all in and selling the Battle Fury here for it as well. I guess that's the optimal item to drop for a second one?
I don't know. I'm not a specialist of those like late game math things.
the 70-minute Ember, yeah.
I think, I don't know. I would say you drop the boots, but honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that one. I think Battle Fury still does a lot of damage for the cleave with the rapier. I think you keep it, but the crits, yeah. No, I'm not sure on that one. I guess he knows. He probably does it because he knows it's the optimal way of dealing damage.
I'm sure he's done the maths, yeah. Oh, that's going to be the Aegis onto OD for the side of Empire. We saw before, though, they did struggle to still find a good push, even with the Aegis and Cheese. This time, 30 seconds until Sin's back up. It's a small only, but as you said, with the double rapier on.
Buyback is up on the Void, that's very important, so
yeah.
He's gonna get a good chrono regardless of what happens. And as you can see, the winner is going for more damage, he's going for MKB. I think this is the right choice as well. Like, he needs to be able to kill the gyro, and last fight, the Butterfly did so much. Like, he focused fire to him for like 2 or 3 seconds, and the gyro wasn't even midlife. He really can't afford that. He needs to be able to burst him down, and they need to control the OD at the same time.
Smoked up Empire. Really want to try and find a jump. They had Ramses down the front, trying to bait a bit of action from No Diggity, but they're not biting at the moment. And Postka with this casual siege from the low ground with the Dragon Lance. And they get the ward down. Sin arrow as well. There's your first slight. Nice crit as well. Miposhka down to half.
This is so intense actually. He didn't save for Buyback on Moonrunner. He understands that he needs to kill this guy.
Yeah.
There's no way.
You gotta kill the Gyro.
He has to kill him.
Yeah.
But what's gonna happen is that the Gyro is gonna die, Buyback TPN, and they have no answer for that. So the best answer, what's gonna happen pretty much, they're gonna chrono. If they get to kill him, he's gonna buy back. They need to chill and wait for the next chrono. They have glyphs, so they're gonna have to concede a set of racks. I think that push they're gonna lose a side. Like, that's gonna be the minimum casualty. At least one side. I don't see it happening otherwise. This is actually very tough. I don't know how Empire wants to play that one. I think they can afford to just run in with the Gyro, honestly. I think they can do it.
Yeah, just siege.
It doesn't matter, like, he's just gonna buy back, come back. But they need to make sure they win the fight, because if he dies twice, obviously the game is over. If he can force the chrono, it should be doable. What is OD getting though? He has Aegis and 7k gold. You want to buy Anon. The dagger is way too crucial. He needs it. The Hex is very crucial as well. Linken's. I'm really not a fan of dropping boots, but could be the option.
I mean, they're just so scared at this point.
She's on Enchantress. This game is very intense. I mean, it's always those. I mean, you have to take risks at some point if you want to win the game. And if you don't do it now, you have Cheese, you have Aegis, you have buyback on everyone, and travels. So if you don't push now, you're never gonna push. Like, you might as well just ask them for a draw. You know what I mean? Like, can we just agree on a draw and we just go next? So,
I like this guy. I do like this.
No buyback on Void. They're going all in. Refresher, MKB. They have buyback on Era, but I mean, if he loses 2 rapiers, it's not gonna do much.
He's got to be careful on that Void. He's only just got enough mana for the double chrono, so he's not really gonna be able to get much out on top of it as well.
This is so scary, because if they get lassoed on the Windrunner or the Void, the game is over. And the Emperor doesn't want to stay there and D-push because he has the rapiers. The Windrunner doesn't want to do it either because he has no buyback.
So who do you have to do the job?
So like, Sin, just go D-push.
Brain set creeps.
Can you just kill the creeps with your Bane?
Beans grip the Carti.
We don't want to do it. This is a bit awkward.
Oh, he's rebought the Battle Fury here.
I think it's the right choice.
So what's he gonna do? He gets rid of the boots. Yeah. Drops the boots.
I think that's what he should have done at, like, the first place, because
I think you need that cleave, as you said. A bit of a financial error there from Era.
Yeah. I wasn't sure, but it seemed weird. Yeah, he rebuilt it. That's fair enough. But he doesn't have buyback now because he's not selling the Boots of Travels for some reason. So he's playing without. I mean, they don't have buyback on any hero, so why save buyback on the one that doesn't do anything else?
You're right. If he loses life, he loses 2 rapiers, he's not going to be able to turn
he's right. It doesn't matter. Like, if they lose one of those heroes, the game is over anyway. And it's a way also to deep push without committing, because without the Battle Fury, he needed several slides, I think. Like, yeah.
No shackle. Go with this with a focus. That's a lot of damage. Nice defensive Astral.
Batrider doesn't. No, he's not here with Batrider. They're gonna commit for this one. She's Eden.
Perfect cheesing time. Goes for the Fiend's Grip, but the Linken's will block it. Sin forced back at the fight.
Oh god, no Linken's. Lotus Orb, good Lotus Orb. The Batterer couldn't jump on that one. Good reaction by Absol. This is actually so intense. I really like when the game gets like this.
Yeah, it's 76 minutes in and no dignity, no buyback.
Like the amount of focus of all of those players, because one positioning mistake and the game is over. Like one misclick, whatever, one item that's not used correctly.
Yeah, and it's one of those, I can imagine as a team, if you lose it off the back of your mistake, it's so painful.
Yeah, it is.
Especially a game like this, which we've talked about, you know, for No Diggity coming to their end of their games in this league, this game could secure them that spot in the LAN finals.
It could.
It's a very crucial game for them.
Refresh on OD.
Yeah, as you said.
That's good. That's very good for them. And I think he saved for buyback. So he lost 3K. The thing is that he doesn't have travel, so he can't really travel in. But it doesn't seem like this is how Empire want to play the game. I don't think they want to travel back in. I think they want to keep it safe. I think with those rapiers, the Enchantress can't even poke the racks. Now he went for evasion. He bought the Talisman of Evasion so he could actually try to poke the rack somehow. Because it seems like the approach to the fight is that they want to send the support to try to get whatever damage they can on the rack. They don't want to commit to any other hero. He has really long range, so why not use it, right? And could that be actually fine? But he could get one-shotted, that would be pretty sad. Whatever, 40 damage, like closer, 40 damage closer to the win, right?
I mean, it's
slowly.
I guess the kind of the thing as well for No Diggity at this point, if they lose that middle racks, that's not even that much of an issue.
No,
surely.
it's
77
not.
minutes in.
It's not.
They can,
Definitely, it doesn't do much.
But as you said, it does bring them closer to the base, opens up.
This is like the stage of the game where I don't think any player can actually say that he knows and he's comfortable playing. Yeah, you can't be experienced playing at any minutes in the game. Like you just can't.
It's a totally new realm.
Yeah, exactly. It's a new way to play those games. Some teams are better than others, I guess, but overall, for every team, it's like it's not their comfort zone for sure.
And I think we're seeing that just with Era's, you know, the double rapier sending the back and then rebuying it. You know, he's not used to this kind of situation where he has the ability to have two rapiers in his hands.
Yeah. Like really back in the days, I think it was Dendi that said it once, like it wasn't even in Dota 1, like it was like the longer the game goes, the closer the percentage of winning like gets to 50-50, because whatever mistakes you do, it doesn't matter who was leading, who wasn't leading, like I don't know, the Void fails the Chrono, they lose the fight, they lose the game. The Gyro just is out of position, they eat a double shackle, they lose the fight, they lose the game. So it's like the mistakes can have like way bigger impact now.
I'm still just seeing the stalemate continue in the mid lane.
They're thinking about it.
Oh, he's gone, he jumps in, he's Chrono, Scandal, Yapso jumps into the world, gets the Doom onto King Art. They managed to crit down the OD, Ramsey now caught out in the Chronosphere here. They're trying to throw the impetus on the sidelines, but there's a Fiend Scrib as well for Sting. Good shot, Ramsey, he's still alive, and indeed he doesn't get the hits out. No Diggity back up, there's been a buyback from the OD, and that's going to be the only result of this fight.
Yeah, but now you don't have a Chrono, you don't have a Doom. And the Gyro, he's gotta have to wait for the Satanic cooldown, which is like 15 seconds, and then he's gonna heal up, and they're gonna try to get something with it. The Roche is not gonna be up yet, but they could try to push. By the time Roche is back, they're gonna have now Refresher, but they're gonna have one Chrono for sure.
For sure.
That was good. That was good.
If they could have got Ramses there, that
shows their confidence, right? They're playing from behind, and they're the one opening the fight. So I mean, it shows their focus, and it doesn't get to them. The pressure doesn't get to them, so that's a very good sign if you're a No Diggity fan.
And it was nicely played as well. It was very good. They look at the Gyro, they get him down low, they see the Satanic popped, and they just disengage.
And
they don't want to give him the chance to heal up.
Yeah. Yabzo saw the Disruptor running in. Yeah. It's like, nobody, that's not happening. Korj right now has buyback, so that's pretty big.
So is that the only
buyback
one?
As well? No, he still doesn't, and Void doesn't. He's not gonna get buyback on Void. He needs to win fights. Like he's not farming anything at this stage.
Smoke out as well.
No buyback on the OD.
I mean,
they're wrapping around, or they're thinking about the Roche. They want to.
Oh god. They're seeing the they know
this
they're
wrap around could be very good because they're gonna get Scandal if they get him. If they get behind him.
Oh, Era. What's he doing? He's doing a bit of. He's switching it up here.
MKB, he went for MKB.
Yep. He's got to deal with the Gyro's evasion.
Yeah, that's actually that's good for sure. Like that's way better than Battery. He needs to be able to kill the Gyro and the Enchantress.
Man.
No, Enchantress sold the evasion. No, he's going for MKB. Oh, this is such a mess. Like so many items.
Yeah.
I'm confused. He sold the evasion and went for MKB.
Yeah. 80 minutes into this spectacle, 38 to 33. As you said, it's getting closer to 50-50 who takes this. It's Refresher. All down to the play.
But Battery went for Refresher as well. Double BKB, double Lasso, double Force Staff. This could be pretty big. Like he can actually drag someone back, like very far back. The Void can't really connect that far. Yeah, they're getting the rush. Doesn't seem like No Diggity feels.
Yeah, they've already gone
like
for
they
that
can
smoke.
contest that. I mean, honestly, at this stage, Aegis doesn't do so much.
It's true.
Because
We've seen before, I mean, Empire keep getting it with the cheese and it doesn't allow them to achieve anything. I mean, I guess with the fights kick off, it could be that winning component.
actually it does, because yeah, if they put it on OD, yeah, he's dropping the boots. No, it's a pretty big deal actually,
Okay.
because I mean, yeah, it's really because he's CD on buyback. But I don't know, if that OD finds himself in a tough position and he dies, they could lose the game because they try to win it. So it might seem a bit awkward, but it's actually how it is right now. Do you go for that push or do you wait for the buyback on OD? I'm not sure.
That's really the question here. How much can you really do that, Aegis?
Because if they lose the fight, they're gonna lose the game.
I mean,
I don't know.
if you're Ramses as well, he's coming up to 10k. Do you trade out one of those items for a rapier yourself? Is that going to help you much in this high ground defense, or do you need both the evasion and the MKB, or is the evasion starting to fall off now and MKBs are coming out? Swap that for a rapier.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Maybe you swap the evasion, but do they have MKB? They have MKB.
They got MKB on both
heroes.
Wind Ranger and Ember. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you just
Get the rapier instead.
yeah, I think so actually.
Or maybe even at this point, just buying a rapier, leaving it at base.
You don't
for
want to be a
the
gyro at
defense,
this stage of the game. You want to be something else. You want to be an anti-mage or something. You maybe try to, change gold for another hero. I don't know if you can do this. I have
Buy a
50
new
gold.
hero.
I have 50k gold. Can you just give me anti-mage? I don't know. I think it's a tough game for the gyro at this stage because he kind of has to be out of position, else he can't really do what a gyro does. But on the other hand, he doesn't want to be out of position. It's a tough one. I think you get the rapier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you do.
I mean, is it even just buying the rapier, leaving it in base for the base defense if things go to pot?
Probably.
Just having a backup
You
rapier.
keep the MKB, that's for sure, because if you get on top of the winner, you need to be able to kill him.
Oh, quite moving forward. The Lincoln's is going to buy him time. He's out.
He has limps. Yeah, good.
Yeah, Lotus Orb out.
Go on. Yeah, maybe you can get the rapier instead of the butterfly. Yeah, you're right.
That's King R doing it. He was holding Scandal's bots for the time being, yeah.
They're
He's actually
going
gonna
for the
drop
Bat
him.
Shredder, looking for someone. He has vision with the creep, he died. He lost the vision, backing off.
They have finally managed to seize that mid-range Rax.
That is on the
yeah,
buybacks.
yeah, did he sell the... What did he sell? Did he sell the butterfly? Let's have a look.
No.
Oh,
no.
he's...
He just bought
not.
it for now.
It's
We
the
don't know.
backup.
Yeah,
It's the backup rapier for
Okay.
base. Yeah. Buy back and have that rapier for the second round.
Actually, he's flying the courier over to him again. No, he's gonna.
Ooh. Is he gonna take it now?
The
He is gonna.
boots.
Oh,
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Why not?
I guess you've got the flutter from the butterfly.
Yeah.
Because you're pretty much gonna be using the flutter all the time because the evasion doesn't matter. So use the active.
No, yeah, it doesn't for sure. He has the moonshot as well. He's like pretty much maxed out. Like he doesn't get better.
Okay, Chrono onto mid Poshka. There'll be a defensive Astral. Resurrect to the side of No Diggity looking to see if they can go for more, but there's going to be a Blinking. They've caught Error here. There'll be a Lotus Automation. There's no follow, but he's in the static. There'll be a Nightmare to find time refresher. They're looking for the second last. They're going to move in. They're not even going to use it. They're going to find the kill to Error. Error now down. He does not have buyback. Sinner has gone as well. There'll now be a buyback from Quaifa. He's going to need it. He's going to need something big, but the Rapier from Error is on the decks. Empire now with an opening. 2 heroes down. No buybacks available for No Diggity. That could be the play that wins them the game here. I don't know if they can hold this without that Ember. And GG is called. It's all over. That one play, just as you said, it can cost them the game, and it did. Error being caught without buyback. Empire, they played the long game. They were incredibly patient there with that push to the high ground, and it paid off in the end. 84 minutes in, Empire take the match, and what a match that was, man.
The Lotus Orb came like half a second too late on the Absorb, and it's really hard because the range on that item is really not good. So it's like they canceled the Lincolns, and as soon as the Absorb came to Lotus Orb the Ember and try to stop that, I'm not sure if we could have saved him, but it definitely would have. It would have